Good afternoon, everyone. I found another recipe on Pinterest that I'm going to try, and it's a side dish. And if you like rice, which I do, it'll be a very good, easy dish to make. And I thought I would make it in front of you. Hi, Arlene. Good to see you. I just came on. Only thing I have in my pot, and I'll put this down so you can see my stove, because that's the proper thing to do. I want you to watch what I'm doing in my stove. Make it down a little lower. You're going to be a little cockeyed, but I'll manage to see you. Hi. Welcome. There. Okay, now I'm going to, it calls for a half an onion dice, which I already had half an onion in the refrigerator, so I just diced it up. And if I look at my instructions, it's because I want to make sure I get it right. So I'm not avoiding you. I just want to make sure I'm getting this right. Okay, I'm going to make sure I got the right thing here. Add the diced onion, the minced garlic, which I haven't got that. The grated. Okay, I'll do my minced garlic. I'm going to do that right in front of you. I've got 3 garlic cloves, and I'm going to press them in my garlic press. I just love this garlic press. It is the coolest thing. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. I hope you can see okay. Try to put it down to the stove. If you can't see, just let me know. But I think, hi, good to see you. Hi, Alexis. You came in just at the right time when I'm just starting to make this. So you'll see the whole thing. If I miss your comments, it's because I'm busy, and I'll go back and look at them when I get a chance. But thank you all for coming in. Thank you for sharing this out. Thank you for the super hearts, and thank you for the regular hearts. It's all appreciated, even though I don't ask for any of them. I appreciate it very much. Good to see that you're in here, Alexis. You're Johnny on the spot today. Okay, and now I've got, and then I have, I got my spoon here. This is ginger root that you grate up. It's a tablespoon of ginger root, so I put that in here as well. I got fresh ginger root that I bought at the store. And I just cooked this for a little bit. It says 5 to 7 minutes, occasionally stirring or until onions have become golden and soft, but not yet turned brown. I'll mark it about 5 minutes on here so I don't do it too long. So it's on medium heat. You want to keep it down low. And if the onions turn brown, then I can always stop. Stop my thing, and I don't want them getting too done. So I'm going to keep stirring. Oh, this one here, this is a Pampered Chef measuring cup. You have the solids on one side, and you have your liquids on the other. I happen to be measuring on the solid side right now. It's a very good measuring cup. I really like them. There's a 2 cup and a 1 cup, and then there's ounce measurements. I bought all 3 of them when I bought the measuring cups. Oh, look at it. Oh, those bots can be annoying, but yeah, it is. It is a very interesting cup. But I really use them all the time. They are so nice to have. I use them a lot. I also use these 2. This is measuring spoons. I think there's about 6 or so in the, and this is a tablespoon, and then they go on down to, I think, of an eighth or something, 1/8 of a teaspoon. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. I haven't had my lunch yet, so this will be part of my lunch. It's actually a side dish, and it would have been a real long title if I'd have put everything in that's in here, so I just decided to call it a flavorful rice dish, which it is, because this has turmeric in it. It also has coconut milk in it, and various other spices. Yeah, they are. And in case people don't know, I'm using a Pampered Chef saucepan. You really don't have to put oil in here, but when I'm sauteing or trying to get something done, I'd rather put a little bit. And I know Alexis uses oil in hers. You know, you really don't have to, but it makes it come out a little bit better if you do. And I'm just going to keep stirring this, and I'm not going to let them turn brown. Welcome to everybody coming in and sharing this out. I know this part is boring, but I can talk to you while I'm doing this, and you can see what I am doing on my stove. Oh, I do too. I do too. Oh, welcome, and I hope you come back. Right now I live in Oregon. I originally, well, I think other ones are better than me. I think Alexis is better cook than I am, but you know, she's been at it probably longer than I have too. But originally, somebody asked where I'm originally from. Right now I live in Oregon. I've lived here since 2007, or 2006 actually. I got divorced in 2007. Moved here in 2006. Was divorced in 2007. But originally I was born and raised in Allen County, Indiana, Fort Wayne, Indiana. So I lived there most of my life. I went through school in Fort Wayne, lived with my aunt and uncle because my mother had passed away when I was 3 years old. And she took my brother and I in and raised us. So I lived with her. And that's about and then when I got married to my ex-husband, right, you know, he's now my ex, but when I got married to him, we stayed in Indiana until 94, and then we moved to Vancouver. We moved to Vancouver, Washington, and he still lives there to this day in Vancouver, Washington. So, and I miss that house. That was my dream house, but you know, it is what it is. Hi, Zebra Good. Can I tell you why you're vegan? Because it's healthier. It's better for me. I feel better. I don't eat the meat. I don't drink the milk. I don't eat cheese. And I don't eat anything that your other ones eat. And I feel a lot healthier. I feel that I'm supposed to do that because God really doesn't want us eating the wrong things anyway. Meat was given in the Garden of Eden, of course, but we really shouldn't be having it. If you knew what the animals had to go through, what they had to suffer, so that you can put them on your dinner plates, you would not want to eat them. I saw a video on Facebook. I think it was this morning. I believe it was this morning or yesterday, and I was about floored. And I will not go into detail, but it was the slaughtering of a cow. And after I saw that, I was in tears. I could not believe it. They actually posted that up on Facebook. And I think Teddy Sellers had commented something about it, and I says, it made me sick to even watch it. It was absolutely terrible. And it was the way they did it. It was actually, I've never seen it done that way before, but I thought, those poor animals, they've got feelings too, but yet they're trampled on. Because they feel they have to kill them so people can eat them. And that's not really right, you know? It's not right at all. It's almost done. It's got 10 seconds to go, and then I can put the other, and I'm going to look at there. I got to get my turmeric out. I had it sitting here. Here it is. Pardon me. All right. Now I'm putting the rice in there. This is a cup of basmati rice. Putting that in there. And then I've got the turmeric. Let's see how much I have to put turmeric in there. Turmeric is a very good, 1.5 teaspoons of ground turmeric. Well, I've got salt. I'll have to get another one. I got my salt out. Well, pardon me, I'll have to get another one of these. I dumped that out, not meaning to. I'm just a little disorganized right now. Here's one half. And yeah, here we go. And it's turmeric, I believe I said 1.5 teaspoons. I forgot I had salt in there, so I'll just have to re-add the salt. So I'm adding my turmeric, which is 1.5 teaspoons. And turmeric is a very good, it's got a lot of good properties to it. Turmeric basically gives it your color too. Yes. I bet that was a shock right there, wasn't it? It was a shock. So I'm just going to stir this around until it gets all well combined. Okay, I just have to let the rice cook for a few minutes, it says, just until and stirring frequently. So I'm just going to keep stirring it. So I hope you can see in my pan all right. If you can't, just let me know and I'll put it down a little bit lower. Just trying to maneuver this. This is the same one that Alexis has and trying to maneuver it to get it right. It's not the easiest thing in the world. So it looks like you can see okay. Here I am flipping the rice all over the place. At least it's on the stove and not on the floor. Oh, down a little? Okie dokie. I will do just that. Now can you see better? I think you can. Maybe I need to move. There. Now, you won't see me as much, but there. Is that better? Okay. I think yeah. It's on that side, like Alexa said, it's cockeyed, but at least I can see a little bit anyway. Just let this cook for a few minutes. I don't let it cook for very long because you have to cook it later, or cook it for a little bit after everything gets done. Oh, good. I'm glad you can see better. It's just trying to figure this tripod out. I love it, and I'm glad I got it. It's a little bit of trial and error trying to get it to get it the way it's supposed to now. I need to go back and watch your replay, Alexis. I imagine you got mega bunch of people again this morning. It seems like you're getting 500,000-600,000 every day. But, I'm happy for what I do get. I don't get a lot like Alexis gets, but she's been on doing it longer than I have, too. And once people get the word that I'm doing this more, I'll get more in here, too. Vermiculite? No, I don't know what that is, but no, there's no vermiculite. Hi, Crystal. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Okay. Now I'm going to add my coconut milk. And this is a can of light coconut milk. I don't add the whole thing. I only add about half. So I just have to judge. And the water. I gotta see how much water I need. Excuse me, I gotta check my water. Cup and a quarter of water. Okay. And I'll get a quarter. It's real easy to go over this and push too much. There we go. Okay, there we go. Wheat or soy? No, wheat isn't. I'm not saying the soy will cause cancer, but it's like everything in moderation. You do it in moderation. My salt, I'm going to have to re-put the salt in. Well, I'm just going to dump this out and re-add some salt. I'll just clean this up and I'll measure out some new salt. So, just pardon me a minute. So, trying to clean my counter off here a little bit. Let me put my coconut milk in the refrigerator. This will go in my cereal. Now, welcome to everybody coming in, and thank you for the hearts. It's very much appreciated. Okay, now liquid. Okay, now I got to raise the heat and let the liquid come to a boil. That's what it says. Okay, I will do that. So what I have to do is I let it come to a boil, and then I lower the heat, and I cover it, and then I let the rice cook for about 15 to 18 minutes or so. So I'm just going to stir this and bring it to a boil. I'm just picking up the rice here. It's on the stove and trying to get that in here. As you can see, it's going to be a flavorful dish. It's going to be a lot better than I thought. It's going to probably taste really good. I like rice anyway. It's an acquired taste, but I'm learning to like it. I'm learning to eat it, you know. And the rice I use is basmati rice, which is organic. Yes, it is a nice color. And like I said, the basmati rice is organic. I bought it, quite a while back at the grocery store. And little did I know that I might use it for one of my recipes. I didn't see what that was about. I'm not saying that it's not hazardous, but it's everything in moderation. You don't want to overdo a lot of things. You want to be careful that you don't overdo. So this is I'm going to let this come to a boil. When it comes to a boil, then we'll reduce the heat and let the rice cook for about 15 to 18 minutes. Then what it's going to do is and then I fluff it with the fork, and it has to cook until all the liquid is absorbed. I don't eat much rice either, but I do like basmati. And I have heard, I don't know whether it's true or not, but I have heard that brown rice is better for you than white. So I try to get brown rice. That's what that was brown rice. That's what I've been told. So I don't really know for sure unless I do some research on it. So if anybody knows for sure, you can let me know. But, you know, I prefer the brown rice over the white anyway, you know. And I don't eat a lot of rice. But hi, Cheryl. Good to see you. Welcome. And all those came in. If I didn't say hi to you, welcome for... oh, yes, it does. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Brown rice is... Yeah, white rice is not as good. So they had basmati rice at Walmart. It was from the Himalayas, but it was white rice. And I says, no, I don't want the white rice. I did buy me some jasmine rice. I heard jasmine's supposed to be real good. I brought me some brown rice and jasmine. Yes, she is. Alexis is here. Oh, that's what I thought. Has a lot of nutrients taken out. I thought so. Now I'm going to lower the heat, and then I'm going to cover this. Just a minute. Now I got to cook this. I think it says 15 to 18 minutes. So I'll set my timer for 18 minutes. Okay. Now we'll let that go. So, and I'll put it back up and show me because that's all it's just cooking anyway. Yeah, they do. They get really hot and they stay hot. Oh, yes, I do. Yes. I've used it quite often. It's really good. Hi, Ann. Good to see you. And everybody that's in here, thank you for coming in and sharing this out. Oh, yes, I do too. And it'll be very, very good. It says lower the heat. I'm going to lower it a little bit more, I think. I don't want to lower it too much, but I'll lower it a little bit more. I do too. You know what made it that color, though? It's the turmeric, or turmeric, however you want to pronounce it. The turmeric is what gives it the color. And turmeric has a lot of good properties in it. So don't be afraid to use turmeric. Turmeric is good, and also cumin. Although cumin can be very overpowering, because I've tried cumin, and it can be really overpowering. Okay, go ahead and ask it. I won't miss it this time because I'm looking right at the comments. I was busy trying to do what I'm doing. So go ahead and ask your question. And I'm sorry I missed it. I didn't do it intentional. I was just trying to see to get my thing done that I needed to do. And this is only going to cook for about 15, 18 minutes, and then I'm going to fluff it up. What was your question? I'll try to help you if I can. I'm not, a scholar or anything like that. But, I'm learning a lot. Watching Alexis's scopes. Yeah, They do. It does. Turmeric has good properties. Yeah, I know. Cumin can be overpowering. Believe me. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. It can be very overpowering. I know. The smell of it is overpowering. And I love when I was grating the ginger root. It was really overpowering, the smell. Ginger is really good too, but it could be overpowering as well. But a tablespoon of it wasn't so bad. But it was fresh ginger root that I just bought today. And it's real simple just to grate it. Oh, you asked several times. Oh, sorry that I missed it. I'm sorry. You know, I was busy trying to get done what I needed to do. I didn't mean to miss it, but I wanted to get done what I need to do. If you weren't on my Periscope yesterday, I can show you the bars that I did yesterday. I cut them up, and I did post them on, and right here they are. I was going to post them. I was going to post them on your website, Alexis, but you have it where it's a pending post. So I was afraid that it might not ever get posted, so I didn't put it up there. But if you want me to put it up there, I can do that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's really a yellow color. It's right now it's just cooking, and I'm talking to you while it's cooking to cook the rice. Oh, you use cumin in your chili? Yeah, I suppose you can. Yeah, I suppose you can. Turn this down a little more. Turn this down a little better. I want to keep it down. It's really cooking good, but they stay hot. These pans do stay hot, but they are very good pans. I recommend these Pampered Chef pans. Erlene, she happens to be in here, and she's the one who bought them for me. Hi, Tora. Good to see you. Oh, I will. I'll scroll back. Good to see you, Tora. Oh, Turkey. Wow, welcome from Turkey. I get them from all over here. Welcome. I'll put it back down in my pan, but right now it's cooking right now. It's trying to get done. And I'm cooking it, and then I'll fluff it up with a fork. It ought to be really good. I got to cook the rice for about 15 to 18 minutes. So it's not that long. I've got it set on my timer. Oh, it's got a little more than 13 to go. So, okay. Well, I'll scroll back. Usually I miss them during here, and I can scroll back when I watch my replay. Unless you watch your answer now. If you watch your answer now, then I can always scroll back. Well, I'm not really sure. I might fix a baked potato. I've got some huge potatoes, jumbo potatoes that I like to fix, and I might fix one of those. Yeah, pre-made foods. Yeah. I try them. That's why I try to make my own. Don't try to buy pre-made foods. They do have garlic that's minced in a jar, but as Alexa said, you don't want to buy that, which I have some. But you know, now that I have the garlic press, I don't even use it because I'd rather mince my own garlic. It's a lot better. What do I put on my baked potato? Well, I can make gravy, or I can put butter on it. Or, you know something, I could take this side dish, some of the side dish, and put right on top of it. Why not? You know, it's nothing going to hurt it. It's going to taste pretty good. This is actually a side dish, but I can put it on my potato if I want to. Or I can, you know, fix noodles with it or whatever. I haven't decided yet. I haven't had my lunch, and I'll probably figure it out while I'm in here what I'm going to have and fix it later. I really don't know the complete answer to that. I don't want to say yes or no. I do use soy, but I use it sparingly. So I don't think it's as hazardous to you as people say, but you have to do your research on it. I really don't know. Oh, yes, so the green vegetable, absolutely. I've got tomatoes. I've also got some corn in the refrigerator that I might heat up. Oh, that's good, yeah. Yeah. I'm having lunch soon because it's only it's 1:25 here. It's actually past my lunch time, but it's after 1 o'clock here. But I had to go get the stuff I needed, the ginger root, because I didn't have that, and I wanted to get me some basil. It calls for basil too, and this is the only way I can get it. You can't really get it fresh unless you grow it, you know, because you get it in the little jars. I thought, well, I'll buy it this with fresh cut herbs because they say to use that with it too. So I bought some of that. I don't know how much of that it takes. Let me look. Oh, it just says chopped fresh basil leaves. It doesn't say how much. Yeah, you know, I don't care for sweet potatoes either, but I have made things with sweet potatoes. As long as I have other flavors with it, it's fine. But sweet potatoes by themselves, I don't care for that much. I really don't. I never have. I never have really liked sweet potatoes that much. I didn't grow up on them when I was a kid. That's the problem. I didn't grow up on them as a kid, so I really never knew what it's like to eat sweet potatoes. You know, we'd have them maybe Thanksgiving or something, but I'd always turn my nose up at them. Well, yams anyway. I'd turn my nose up at those. So I don't know if there's a difference between that and sweet potatoes. I think there's a little bit of difference, but I have made sweet potato hummus, which was pretty good. I have made things with sweet potatoes, but to eat it by themselves, I never have liked it. Oh, vegan crab cakes. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be willing to try those or not. I don't know. They sound okay, but I don't know. It's a little iffy on that, but you know, maybe it'll be good. You know, I have no idea. Who really knows? But oh, is it delicious? Okay. Okay. That's good to know because I've never had them, so I really don't know. I'm going to check my time on here. Oh, it's got a little more than 9 minutes to go, so it's getting there. But, you know, I like making my own foods. You got the basil plants. I was looking for basil plants, but I didn't find any, Earlene, so I just happened to see this, and I thought this is as close as I'm going to get because the ground basil I didn't think would work. Maybe they had them and I just didn't see them, or they had them in a different place. Oh, a roasted sweet potato? Now that might be a little better. But like I said, I roasted the sweet potatoes when I made the sweet potato hummus, and it wasn't too bad. You know, to me, sweet potatoes are a flavor that it's kind of hard to get used to, an acquired taste, because I really don't care for them. Now, I'll say this. There aren't many things I don't care for. People talk about hominy. Well, they can keep their hominy. I cannot stand hominy. I have had it before. I had it when I was a kid, and oh my goodness. I had a hard time getting that down. And I thought, never again am I going to eat hominy. And I haven't. I won't buy the stuff in the store. I won't eat it. Yeah, it's awful tasting. Yeah, everything. A lot of things are an acquired taste. Oh, you just get the basil. Okay. Oh, from your plant. Okay. Oh, I'm going to have to do that, Earlene. I'm going to have to do that. Oh, you never had hummus? Or, I mean, hominy? You're not missing anything, because that is the worst tasting stuff. That, and another thing I could never eat, which I wouldn't eat now anyway, is liver. Oh my gosh, I just about gagged on liver. I gagged on the hominy, I gagged on the liver, and I was in a position at my aunt's where we put stuff on our plate. She made us eat we could not have dessert. We couldn't get up from the table until our plate was empty, even if it took us all night. So I didn't put anything on my plate that I didn't want to eat, because I didn't want to sit there all night long and gag on the stuff. You know, almost have to hold your nose to eat some of that stuff, like the hominy and the liver. You'd have to hold your nose to eat it. I didn't want to do that. So I didn't put on my plate what I knew I wasn't going to eat. Who wants to sit there all night waiting for to get it down, you know? But that's how she did. She was very strict that way. She wanted us to eat everything on our plate. And I don't blame her for that, because a lot of kids want certain things on their plate, but they won't eat them. They won't eat what is put on their plate, and they waste it. And you know, there's a lot of food been wasted lately over the years. No, I can't either. The taste of it is absolutely terrible. It's too strong for my liking. My uncle, I have uncles that passed away a long time ago, but the one uncle, my aunt, when she would buy the turkey for Thanksgiving, he wanted the gizzards. So she'd buy a bag of gizzards and fix those, and he'd eat nothing but the gizzards. can you feature that one? He loved the gizzards. Oh my goodness, tough eating stuff as it was, but he loved them. That's what he wanted. Oh my goodness, he was crazy that way. I loved him, but he was so funny that he would eat strange stuff, the stuff that everybody else in the family wouldn't even eat. It was real. Yeah, I know. That's what I said too. Yuck. No, I buy them from supermarkets. We do have a farmer's market not too far from me, but I haven't been there yet. I didn't go all summer, and I doubt if they probably have much now anyway, this being October. But I usually buy in the supermarket because Walmart is starting to get organic stuff now. And if I wanted to buy real organic stuff, a lot of organic, just go to Whole Foods. We have a Whole Foods here and a Trader Joe's both, which are expensive, I know. So I'm kind of hesitant because they're very expensive. Yeah, I do. This one come from Pinterest. Most of them have been coming from allrecipes.com. The bars I made yesterday were from Pinterest, and this one I'm making today is from Pinterest. My daughter had talked about Pinterest yesterday because she finds recipes from Pinterest to make. And that gave me an idea. I says, oh, that's right. Pinterest has plenty of recipes to make. Not, all I did was search for plant-based recipes, and there's a whole slew of them, from desserts to main dishes to side dishes, whatever you want. Some take a lot of preparation, some take very little. So I wanted to find something that didn't take a lot of prep work. There were some that I saw that took a lot of prep work, and I thought, no, I'm not sure I want to do these. But I'm going to keep looking nonetheless. I'm going to look every day and see if I can find more recipes, because I love Pinterest. I love the recipes that are in there, because if you know what to search for, whether it's desserts or main dishes. I just said plant-based recipes, and whatever comes up on the page, I just go down the recipes, and if I see something I like, I'll click on it and I'll look at the recipe and I'll print it out. And if I don't like it, then I'll just go and move on. That's what I do. And I also tweak the recipes too. That's a good thing about them. You can tweak them to your liking. Oh, how nice, how nice. We went to Red Robin for Mother's Day. My son took me to Red Robin for Mother's Day. And you can get vegetarian stuff there. I had a veggie burger that was very good. So some of the restaurants around here in most areas are starting to get where they're more health conscious now. But not everybody is. That's the problem. They're all wanting to have the wrong foods. But if they start becoming health conscious, it makes more people want to go and eat there. I had eaten at Red Robin once before, and I liked what they had. Well, I don't know what the healthiest is. I just happen to have basmati, and I bought some jasmine rice today, so I don't know what's the best. Basmati is supposed to be really good, and it's organic. So I don't know what the best is. Oh, you had your build your own burger. It was vegetarian. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't been here in ages now, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that Subway has a lot. You can have a vegan sandwich at Subway, a vegetable sandwich. I do believe. Basmati is healthy, yes. I'm going to put this down now so you can see what it looks like in the pan. See what it looks like in the pan? It's coming along. Just let you see what it looks like. Because I've only got a little more than 2 minutes left. I'll just keep stirring this, but it doesn't look good, and then I'm going to fluff it up. Oh, Red Robin? Yes, Red Robin, right. Yeah, it doesn't look at the color of it. You know what made it that color? The turmeric. Turmeric is very good for you. Oh, the bread has milk in it. Oh my goodness. Well, that's sad that they won't tell you that. It's just sad that they won't tell you that at all. That is a shame. It really is. Why they won't tell you, I have no idea. It's you think that they want to let people know, but I guess they don't care, and it's a shame. It really is. It's just a crying shame, I try to buy bread that doesn't have a lot of the high fructose corn syrup in it. More bread companies now are getting wise to the fact of the high fructose, and they're not putting it in their breads anymore. Yeah, doesn't it though? Rice, mashed potatoes. But you know, I'm going to fix me a potato, and I haven't done it yet. I'll do that after I get off the scope. But I'm going to fix me a baked potato, and I can put this right on it. It'll be really good. It does. It does. It does. It looks really good. I like the color of it. It is a very pretty color. Wow, that is amazing. You know, I know not everybody's going to do what you did. It is for everybody, but not everybody's going to want to become vegan. You know, and that's understandable. I don't push the fact that I'm vegan on anybody. If they choose to be vegan, it's on their own terms. Now, Alexis isn't vegan, but she could certainly fix this and eat this, and she'd be eating a vegan dish. And not be. You don't have to be vegan to eat a vegan dish. You know. Most people do, yeah. I do too. I do too. Oh, be great. Yes, it would be. No, I haven't. I just went and followed the recipe the way they said. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. I just followed the recipe to the letter for what they said to do, so they didn't say to do it that way. I suppose I could have, but I didn't know I could. Oh, there's just a few seconds to go, and I'll have to get me a fork so I can fluff this up. Let me turn this up. Okay. See, I can put a fork in here, and it will not hurt it. This is really going to be really pretty. I forgot to fluff it up before I fixed, but you know, that's okay. Look at it. It's so pretty. It really looks pretty. Doesn't that look good? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that? Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. It is something that you can eat. I'm going to try a little bit. I know it's hot, but let me try a little bit of it while I've got my fork here. I'm going to blow on it. That's different. Oh, that is really different. But you can see it looks so good. Doesn't that look good? So, I probably I forgot to add the salt, and I should have added more salt. I'll have to do that because I forgot that teaspoon and a half of salt. I'll have to go back there and add that because remember I lost my salt, so I'll have to go get that. And I'll put that in here, and I'll just mix it in. I forgot all about that. It wouldn't taste so bland if it had salt in it. So I'll just add this, and then I'll stir it in. Now it will taste better. Now let me taste it. That's better. It's much, much better. If you want to, you can take a picture of this and so you can see what it looks like. I could probably, like I said, put that on a baked potato because it's actually a side dish and it looks like it's real good. Put me on the Food Network. Well, wouldn't that be great? I think I'll pull you up so you can see me a little bit better now this time. That would be great. Put me on the Food Network. But if you wanted to take a picture of this, as you can see, it looks, isn't that pretty? Look at that. That looks beautiful. Sea salt. I don't use the regular salt. I use sea salt. Yeah, people keep telling me that. Put me on Food Network. I don't think I'm that good for Food Network. But if people, you know, I'm glad that people have their confidence in me. Now, Alexis is the one that should be on Food Network. I mean, she gets mega people in her periscopes, so she should be the one on the Food Network. If anybody, her and Leslie. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you. I didn't know you were in here. Welcome. Welcome to everybody in here. If you didn't see I'll hold it up and I'll let you see it. See, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. That is a very pretty dish, and it's going to be healthy. It's got everything in it that will are good for you, and nothing that won't. Oh, you've been there enjoying? Oh, good, good. Oh, you may give it a go? Oh, good, good, good. No, wouldn't be able to post comments on Food Network. You're right. Oh, you're going to get basmati when you get to the store tomorrow? Good. I'm going to post this up on Facebook as I normally do, and YouTube. Post it in my group. Post it on my page. Post it on Alexis's page if it gets accepted, and Leslie's page. Now, my bars that I posted yesterday, I post things up on Leslie's page. She said it was a real good recipe, nice clean recipe, and thanked me for sharing it out. Oh yes. Jasmine is another good rice. Like I said, I bought a 2-pound bag at the store of jasmine because I don't have much basmati left. So the jasmine rice, because I want to make this again. And I don't think it would matter if you use jasmine or use basmati, whatever you have in your cupboard. I happen to have the basmati, that's what it called for, so I used that. But if I'd had the jasmine and wouldn't have had the basmati, I would have used it. So whatever you have in your cupboard, that's what you use. I'm going to have to close this up in a little bit because I got to get my lunch on. I want to get my potatoes made so I can probably put this on the potato. But I wanted to thank everybody for coming in and well, I didn't do it, but it's not real pork anyway. But anyway, I'm going to have to go in a little bit because you're welcome, because I want to get my lunch done since I haven't had it yet. Oh, thanks so much for saying that. Okay. I thought, thank you for saying that I'm awesome. It makes me feel good. It makes me realize that this is all worthwhile. Everything that I'm doing here is worthwhile because I'm helping you to live better and eat better, and I'm doing the same. But I'm gonna go for now. I'm gonna close this scope up, and if I find something to do tomorrow, to make tomorrow, I will come in tomorrow and make it. If I don't, I won't. So, oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that you came. Oh, thank you so much for saying this. Thank you so much for that, for the encouragement, because it makes me feel good to realize that I'm doing good for everybody. He was here on the floor, but he went wandering off now. I forgot to tell you, Toro, you're still in here. What was it, Monday? He got out again. I think it was Monday. He got out. I let him outside. He had to go to the bathroom about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I let him out. And he had dug another hole under the fence. He was in somebody's backyard the whole time, and he didn't come home until just before I was ready to walk them, and he comes walking in the door. So yeah, he's slick. Yeah, he is quick. So I found the hole that he dug, and I patched that hole. So now that all the holes are patched unless he finds another hole to get out of. So far, so good. Yes, he is. He's quite the adventurer. I call him my little Houdini because he continues to get out every time he can. I'm not worried about him not coming home because he will come home. My concern is getting into somebody's backyard that may have a pit bull or a dog that won't take to him and hurt him. That's what my concern is. That's why I try to be very careful and not let him get out. But hopefully he'll start staying home. And at night, I shut him in the room at night. He stays in his bed, and I shut the door so he can't get out and walk around the house. But anyway, I just thought I'd put that little bit in there since my Periscope is over. But I thank you all for coming in. And until we meet again, take care. God bless, and bye-bye. Love you all. Bye-bye.